Hi, I'm Dr. Janina Warren. I'm a senior lecturer in the media department at Middlesex University in London, UK. Along with my colleagues, Dr. Athena Dilperry and Dr. Keith Dinney, we're pleased to introduce you to this newly published paper in the Annals of Tourism Research entitled Power Struggles in Playing Politics, an application of Bourdieu's cultural intermediation theory to place marketing. This follows on from earlier previous research where we talked about place branding and cultural intermediation and basically positioned cultural intermediaries as sitting between the nexus of what place is and what people perceive place to be, and occupying an important role as professionals of qualification who leverage taste as an occupational resource. This paper goes on to talk about further occupational resources that these intermediaries use in order to influence upstream, specifically policymakers, decision makers, and politicians. Now, first, these place marketers are involved in many power struggles. They have to fight for position to actually get the credibility of their role. And despite working in highly strategic and very key performance indicator driven roles, they are still largely invisible and lack a lot of influence and credibility within policy value chains within cities. They overcome this by constructing legitimacy for their roles, and this takes their work beyond logos and taglines to actually operate in a much more strategic and far-reaching area. And they also, most importantly, leverage a lot of social capital, and their stakeholder relationship management is a key resource that they have to yet leverage in order to actually stake a claim to a position of authority and influence within the city. And finally, they have to play politics. And what this means is that they need to make subtle maneuvers and some sort of off the record manipulations of politicians and other senior decision makers in order to actually influence the decisions that they make. Now, these maneuvers are non-standard, unofficial, and hidden and non-systemic. And this paper goes into much more detail about how they operate. What we use as a theoretical lens is the circuit of culture, which has been used very much in media studies, but has never really been applied to tourism or to place marketing. And we identify the key articulations within this circuit of culture where this work actually particularly happens. Now, we interviewed 19 senior professionals across 13 cities around the world, and it was really interesting to find out how their experiences were actually quite common, and we were able to apply this theoretical model to their work. Now, some key insights is that place marketers occupy an invisible yet highly influential role in urban planning and development. But acting as cultural intermediaries, they're able to influence upstream in unofficial, hidden, and non-systemic ways. They do this mostly through power struggles, playing politics with decision makers, as well as working closely with stakeholders to construct legitimacy for their position. And this follows along very closely with the cultural intermediation theory. And then by applying a tourism-focused promotional lens to policy decisions, they're able to not only impact the destination brand, but also the actual long-term development of the city itself over time. We hope that you enjoy reading this paper, and do get in touch if you have any comments, questions, or would like to discuss further. Thank you.